Doesn't look like Tommy's going to show up.
Who's that cove creeping around Iran?
It's a Bentley, Gov. It belongs
Shut it. Here comes Tate.
Oh, very cocky.
Gotcha, my son. Elias Greenstein.
Yeah, who the hell are you, anyway?
Detail Bob to block off that yard entrance.
Red line 3.
I'm acting on behalf of the Union Atlantic Banking Corporation.
And?
They are, as you can imagine, intrigued to learn $2.5 million.
Just a minute, sir. Is this yours?
Oh, thank you very much, officer.
It's all part of the service. Sir, you were troubled.
Well, you have a job to do.
All right, tasty bunch we got there. There'll be a long time in store.
Well, good work. I'm sure you must be very pleased with yourself.
Have a nice day.
I had nothing to do with this caper. Hey, you tell him. God, Dodger Tate.
Mr. Bulman, well, I never.
Get this lot out of here. We were all here all day. I am ex-detective chief inspector.
He with you or what? Of course he is. He's just got a bit of bottle trouble.
What was the point of that, Dodger? You only made things worse for yourself, haven't you?
Worse? Corner blagging with a short bird gun in my hand. Oh, come on, Georgie. I'm going down the steps for a cockle.
Yeah. You ain't done yourself no favours, have you?
Give us a fag, Sarge.
No, lads. We don't want a dead ex-detective chief inspector on our hands now, do we?
How did the vote go, lads?
Keys. Come on. Come on. Tell the boys in blue. I mean it, Georgie.
He'll pull the trigger. It's married Harris Group's daughter.
Here's the key, Sarge.
You. Bang on the cab panel.
Move, slag! shite!
Check him out, boy.
So, there I was, sitting on top of some spotty-faced villain. Thanks, Charlie. When Dennis Holmes puts his face in the van, George bleeding Bulman, he said, I might have known.
So it was all sorted out?
Yeah, so I'm down as a witness. Oh, yeah. Now, Greenstein is driving a Bentley, registration number LYV238P. It's registered in the name of Andalusian Holdings, got a company office in Holborn.
From which he will now have fled.
Yeah, probably had it away in his toes to the States by now.
Nil desperandum.
Acceptio probat regulam, de rebus non acceptus.
Quid multa?
Probably still in London.
Where?
Oh, that's the point. I'll bill the airlines just to see if the bird has flown, and you sniff around some of the posh hotels.
And the car parks.
Why the car parks?
If he's still in town, he'll still have the Bentley. A character like him.
Lucinda, you're a great bloke.
Hello.
Hello there.
I'm looking for a Bentley. A friend of mine's staying in London, but I'm not sure which hotel.
So you're a private detective, is that right?
Oh, I thought I was unique.
Ah, no, 10 a penny, my girl. 10 a penny. So what is it? Is it divorce, is it?
Well, we don't do divorce.
Oh, repossession.
Something like that. Here are the details.
Oh, well, that's a pony now and a monkey if I deliver. All right.
10 quid now and 50 if you find it.
All right, all right.
And if you find the driver and not just the car, then we'll add a pony.
Why, Miss Dick, you have my full, undivided attention.
Always messier shooting, but take 5 first. I don't really see the problem. Take care, Don.
Scotland Yard, Governor.
Let's go and see George Bulman. Hello, Pan American Airways. This is Always Travel here. I'm just checking to see if we've double booked on one of our customers. Name of Greenstein, initial E.T. No, T. E.T., as in E.T. phone home. It was a film. And no, I don't get much to the movies myself either. Huh? Ah, right, thanks. Too bad. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. So, you suspended or what?
Don't know. Old Tonto Curtis said resuming normal duties. Don't talk to the press and turn in your shooter. You may be suspended from duties pending a decision.
That's it, bastard. If you hadn't been shot when you did, we'd have been up to our ankles in dead copper.
How you doing, Dennis? Is that my Dodgers gear you've got in there?
Look, Mrs. Tate, I can't say nothing. Except offer my sympathy. All right?
Sympathy? No, that's not what I'm after, Den. That's a solemn oath, my son. On my dead husband's soul.
doctor's always cared for your clothes in a hand wash, but you can care for them in a machine wash too, with Dreft Automatic.
The advertisement you're about to see is for...
Fish, come on now. Fish, come on now. Fish, take it easy. Fish, ooh. Fish, it's all right. Fish, come on now. Fish, yeah, 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 yeah. Take it easy. Fish, ooh. Fish, it's all right. Fish, everybody.
We would like to remind you the advertisement you've just been watching was for...
Fish.
Thank you.
Fancy getting lunch in, Fat Wallet?
I got cleaned out. I'm in the car.
Traveller's check?
I'll have to get changed first, dear boy. I'm British.
That's all right, Money. I've got it. It's much quicker with me.
I say, steady on.
And I'm accepted in over 4 million places worldwide. So whether you're peaking at China or just roaming through Italy, I can help you out.
I seem to be getting out of their depth. Oh.
Access, your flexible friend.
Meet the doubting Thomases. When we first told them about less than half-price electricity, they couldn't believe their eyes.
Do me a favour.
And when we pointed out that over a year, the typical cost of heating and hot water in a house like theirs with basic insulation was about 80p a day,
You're pulling my leg.
they still had their doubts.
I can't see it myself.
But when we gave them all the facts about storage heating, even Mr. T was moved to say,
I don't believe it.
don't be a doubting Thomas. Ring 01200 0200 for the facts.
This is a terrible brochure. You could get lost in here for weeks. I mean, what's he doing here?
Yodel, yodel, eh?
I'm off to a Wings brochure.
Oi!
If I ever find my way out of this one.
I seem to have mislocated North America.
Page 97, Squire.
To stop you getting lost before you go abroad, Wings have 7 sensible brochures, one for every kind of holiday. Just decide what you're after, how much you want to pay, and pick up the right brochure. Simple.
Don't tell me. The Great Pyramids.
Wings. 7 brochures to stop you getting lost before you go.
STG investigations. No, she's out at the minute. Can I take a message? Hang on. Oh, yeah, right. The Bentley is in the car wash. Hey, where? What car wash? Right.
Where's the fire?
Bentley's in the car wash.
The car wash?
The snout phoned up. Come on, keys, car keys.
Whose snout, George?
Come on. Let's not get in all that who's snout business, eh?
My snout? You creep.
This baby is Luther, and we got your man trapped in a car wash.
Well, we better have a righteous good reason for keeping him inside that place for 29 minutes, man. He's going to be aggravated. We done took the paintwork right down to the metal.
Right, you can switch it off now.
This involves some kind of reward, right?
Reward? No.
Yes, of course it does.
Can you?
Here, what about my pony?
You're a tricky pond screen sign, but nobody hires from STG.
What's the meaning of this?
The new owner was very good about it.
Reckon he was stunned.
While you were sweet-talking him, I went through the glove compartment.
I should hope so.
And I discovered that that nice man paid someone called Lawrence Culpepper 21 grand for the motor via a car leasing company called Four Wheel Banking. The car's logbook and papers are in the name of Andalusian Holdings.
So, Culpepper's got to be our man.
Or at least known to him.
How sweet the dawn that spreads its light around. How sweet to be alive and 6 feet over ground.
Who said that?
I did.
Right, so we checked the leasing company and found out where they paid the money to.
Made your detective review yet, girl?
You buying the next round?
No, well, not necessarily, anyway.
George Bulman, you're an elusive man to find.
Hello, Tonto. What are you doing down Shanghai Road?
Looking for you.
Gold watch will go down a treat.
Oh, yeah. A large gold watch, please, Gov, and get it, put it on the slate. This is Lucy, Tom McGinnis' daughter. Lucy, this is Joe Curtis, Commander C-13 Anti-Terrorist Squad.
Not any longer C-13, George.
Oh, what did you do?
D-23. Intercity. I've taken over from Jack Lambie.
Oh, and what's Jack doing?
Assistant Chief Constable Strathclyde.
The wee tartan terror. Oh, well, good luck to him, crab-face. Gosh, yeah, I love him.
And George, can I steal him?
Oh, of course. I'll be at the fruit machine.
Your name cropped up.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it's Limehouse Black and the tape incident.
Yeah, cost me a bomb, did that.
And it hit me, George. Zonk.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Tonto.
This experience and knowledge of yours go to waste.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's not going to waste. I mean, STG Investigations has the use of it.
Well, the Met hasn't, and that's stupid. Look, we're running a series of seminars on detection. I want you to do some lectures at the yard.
And no lecturer, Tonto.
You'd be doing a public service. Blokes like you and our father don't exist in the machine now. All a grey, bloody mess. Computers and sus and rubber heel. And the career structure.
Yeah. Well, I'll think about it, eh?
She's inside.
I see. Okay, thank you for your help. Four-wheel banking paid for the Bentley by bank transfer. 21 grand to Park Lane Autos.
Not to Lawrence Culpepper.
So he must have bought a new car, a trade-in.
Not necessarily. Those whom the gods wish to destroy, they first present with an obvious clue.
Then with the greatest possible respect, George, why are you now fixing that cuckoo clock?
It is not a cuckoo clock. St. Antonio Fattorini of Bradford, 1860.
Anyway, there it is. Park Lane Autos.
Well, unless he's using an alibi, an alias, which, funny enough, he never has.
Oh, Shanghai Road Clock Hospital. It's for you.
Hello? Yep. Listen, Dennis, it's after hours. You want a statement, I'll give it to you in the morning. Oh, it's personal. Yeah, okay. You know the Battle of Hastings biz off the Shanghai Road? See you there in half an hour. Huh?
Who is that?
It was Dennis Holmes, skipper of the team that nicked me.
What did he want?
Oh, it's not a job, it's personal and business, so he said.
Okay. I'll just get on with the Greenstein job.
You're coming with me?
Why?
Witness.
George, are you getting paranoid?
Too bloody true. Watch up.
How's business?
I mind it. Am I going to get a drink, or is this just an interview?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Large whiskey cup.
Two.
How many times you had the work put on your life when you were in the job?
Serious word?
Yeah.
5 that bothered me.
2.
Serious sense?
Right.
This particular one has got you bothered.
£2.30, please, Squire. Karen Scroop came down the body shop.
And?
She's going to top me.
Yeah, well, she's hardly going to invite you to the Cray Oblique Scroop Christmas ball, is she?
Very droll.
What did she say?
Well, she sort of whispered it like it was an apology. Dennis, she says it's got to be done. You took my kid's old man, and we're taking you. Dennis.
Hysteria can be scary.
She'll do it. We'll get it done. Her family's able.
Have you told your governor?
Part of the course, isn't it? And that's not going to double the guard every time a tech gets cautioned by the Scroops.
Move in with a mate.
You know, I love it on the streets. I've been knifed twice, shot once. It's my job, George. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my bottle.
Everything all right?
Yeah. How's she taking it, Harry?
Blames me.
That's not fair.
Says I should have found him a job on the firm.
Well, it is a family business, Harry. I mean, maybe Dodger qualified.
He couldn't black a sweet shop.
As long as Karen's all right.
You know what she wants?
No?
She wants me to have that copper terminated.
Oh, it's crazy talk. It's grief.
I told her. What happened to Dodger was in the normal course of his work. I mean, nobody asked him to set up as an armed bleeding robber, right?
Ah, she'll come back again, Harry.
You've always liked Karen, haven't you, Holmes?
Yeah. Ever since she was a nipper.
Sorry I can't help you more, mate.
George, I want to hire you.
I don't do protection. Look, you want advice? Come round my gaff anytime.
No, I want to find out what she's up to, who she's using. Then I'll nick her for bleeding conspiracy.
No, that all sounds a bit iffy. Anyway, I've got a case.
I'll take it then. I mean, if we help you now, Dennis, you might help us in the future, right?
It's a touch rough for a bird, love.
I thought it was a bird we were discussing, love.
I hear good things about you two. You've got a few under your belt. OK, but I'll do it properly, pay the rate.
George?
Well, if you really want to, OK. Cost you 250 quid a week plus expenses.
And you'll keep a watching brief?
Yeah, well, all we can do is find out if he really means it. Then it's over to the boys in blue.
Sounds fair.
Right, Sleuth. You stay and get the details, will you? Here, finish my game for me. I think I'd better have another crack at Antonio Fattorini.
Villain?
No, it's a clock. But we have got a few villains on our books.
Well, there's anything I can do, George. CRO, computer, asking about?
No, it's all right, thanks, Dennis. We've got a system.
So, George, independent to the back teeth.
We pray you that your servant may rest at peace in this grave, until that day when you, the resurrection and the life, enrich him with life made new. May he, in the light of your countenance, behold eternal light in heaven, you who live and reign forever. Amen. It has pleased Almighty God to call our brother from this life to himself. Accordingly, we commit his body to the earth whence it came.
What are you doing here?
Just sizing up your opposition.
I'm a big girl.
Nothing that a Black & Decker couldn't fix.
Bunch of thugs.
Last bloke we said that is propping up the Hammersmith flyover.
Through Christ our Lord. Eternal rest grant to him, O Lord.
Perpetual light shine upon him.
George, what's worrying you?
It's Joe Curtis.
Oh, the lectures.
It's touched a nerve.
You going to do it?
How can I? I can just see it, doll. It's like all those dreams I used to have about going back to school. A stranger in a familiar space.
Do you miss it?
Not the police. Nah. Bunch of Ponces.
It's out of the question, love. You must see that.
Dad, I've never asked you for anything before. Never.
I know, but... Oh, topping a copper. It's suicide, love. You wouldn't ask that.
No, you're right, Dad. I wouldn't ask you that.
Good girl.
The question is, do we split the work? You following Greenstein and me sussing out the scroops? Or do we elbow Greenstein and both go after the Holmes job?
Hang on. I'll do the Holmes job.
It's too risky.
George, it really is time I got my feet wet instead of mincing around after bent bank embezzlers.
You sure?
Yes, I am.
Right, check with me regular.
Sure.
I'll have another crack at Greenstein.
What about the lectures?
No chance. I'd be pathetic. Like the spectre at the bleeding feast.
You've been a brave girl.
Not much bleeding option.
Will you be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Anything you want?
Yeah, I know.
For yourself or the kids?
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Remember, the horse is always on call.
I know.
Been with the family for years, and his old man before that, so don't be afraid of calling them for help.
I won't, Dad, don't worry.
Where'd you keep the Nescafe jar?
Car's in the garage.
Nescafe!
Yes, please. Top right-hand cupboard.
Large or small?
Yes. Best taste of all.
He's got the message. Only Nescafe has that special blend and roast for that richer, smoother taste.
How's the coffee coming?
It's here!
And there's no need to shout.
Oh, I don't know. Why keep quiet about Nescafe?
Nescafe. Coffee at its best.
From the moment you install gas wall heaters, you get instant, controllable heat. Wherever and whenever you want it. Gas wall heaters, from as little as £127, fitted and working. Buy two and save up to £74 at your gas showroom now.
Everything is beautiful.
Don't let a stinking cold get you down. Contact 400 gives relief for up to 12 hours.
Marie, Mrs. Huggins, we have a terrible...
tablecloth and the restaurant open at 6.
Our machine is broke, Mrs. H. Well, borrow mine, love. Boiled 3, but bolognese sauce, Chianti. Fool's grand at cleaning. And it's biological. You'll see. Fantastico. So clean, and even the bolognese is gone. And feel your towel, love. So soft. The next time I send him shopping, make sure he buy Bold. Eh?
Cleaning you can count on. Softness and freshness, too. Bold 3, it does it a lot.
Today's subject is a spider.
Good morning, children. In this job, the last thing I need to worry about is my dentures. I haven't got the time. There's enough to cope with. Anyway, I always use Super Polygrip. Super Polygrip is the denture fixative with a fresh, minty taste which cushions and holds my dentures firmly in place. Oh, Mrs. Earle. Stephen's nature study's improving.
Super Polygrip holds dentures firmly.
Ah, what have you got? About 30 grand.
Are you serious?
I was recommended to you by my friend Lawrence Culpepper.
Well, you know Mr. Culpepper.
Intimately.
Strange.
What's strange about that?
I am Lawrence Culpepper.
Ah?
You don't know me.
No. But I do know a bloke called Greenstein.
Greenstein?
Listen, what I have to deduce is whether Mr. Greenstein is a customer of yours or an accomplice.
Accomplice?
I am an investigator, currently retained by the currently retained by the Union Banking Corporation. Of course, any matters of a criminal complexion that I uncover must be notified to the police.
Police?
Well, sir, embezzlement is still a crime on both sides of the Atlantic, as far as I am aware.
I met him at an auction with Peter.
Peter?
He's the chap I share a house with. We're both rather keen on antique silver.
And Greenstein, was he at this auction?
Very pleasant chap. We all had drinks together. The next week he bought us a meal at the Ritz.
Yeah, it sounds like Greenstein.
Well, he had to take his widowed aunt down to the country. She's loaded, apparently. So I lent him a car.
A Bentley?
Yes.
Ha! And you got it back?
Oh, yes. He's thinking of buying a Ferrari.
Where is he now?
Well, being Wednesday, he will be with Wilkins and Mozart at Santon Park House.
They're another couple of...
antique dealers.
Yeah.
I'll give you the address.
Vroom, vroom. Whoop, whoop.
Got you.
Lot number 97. A pair of silver chamber candlesticks with snuffers and trimmers by John Green and Company of Sheffield, 1800. Who will start the bidding at £1,000? Thank you, madam. Do I hear 1,100? 1,100. Thank you, sir. 1,200. And 300. Any advance? 1,400. Standing at 1,400. Any advance on 1,400? 1,400. Sold to the lady in the second row.
Lawrence Culpepper sends his regards.
Carving trolley in oak
So,
with silver fittings.
this is where you convert Union Atlantic's millions.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who will start the bidding at 8,000?
Shall we step outside before there's nothing left to negotiate with?
Thank you, sir. Do I hear 8,500? $8,250? Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Any advance on 8,250? $8,250. Sold lot 98.
Come on, Greenstein, get out of here.
You know, you almost bought a bargain.
Lot number 99.
Hey, you mind losing the arm, huh?
Never again, sunshine. Right, where should we talk?
Well, right here, buddy boy.
Now, you have taken the Union Atlantic Banking Corporation of New York City for $2.5 million. Unless you come up with some reasonable settlement deal, I shall take you now to a police station where you'll be arrested and held pending extradition proceedings.
You mean to say they don't have a contract on me?
Contract?
Yeah, you know, a contract. Bang, bang, turn on a car engine, boom, a one-way trip down the elevator shaft, splat. Standard contract, you know.
Nobody's gonna kill you. You're kidding. I am a legally registered investigator. STG aren't gonna kill anybody.
So what do you want?
Well, my instructions are to either take you in for criminal proceedings or arrange a settlement.
Such as?
How much money can you pay back?
You mean as of today?
Yeah, sounds like a good place to start.
Huh. $1,800? $36?
What?
And 42 cents?
Out of $2.5 million?
You're not gonna lecture me now, are you?
Where's the rest of it?
Well, it's kind of tied up at the moment.
Where?
Well, I've got this old aunt in Buffalo. She's dying of chicken pox.
People don't die of chicken pox.
Not necessarily.
You got a heart of stone, fella.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hell's teeth, George. It's the right naughty one to land on a copper on a Wednesday afternoon.
I thought you'd be glad of the collar. $2.5 million. Beats blagging and knife fights, doesn't it?
I like blaggings and knife fights. Anyway, he doesn't look the type.
Believe me, it is a good one.
OK, I can arrest Chummy and hold him 24. But you've got to get in touch with his embassy in the New York cop.
Did you guys ever hear of the Miranda Act? I'm allowed, and I demand, one phone call to my lawyer.
Don't let him go.
This is gonna break my mother's heart.
Sure. By the way, how's
Oh,
mine?
Lucy's on it. Right now.
Well,
I don't know.
look. There's nothing else in the world that I want more. And there's no one else in the world I'd ask to do it.
Well, Dad's the man to speak to.
He's too taken up with running the firm to think about my affairs of honour.
I've got to do what he wants.
If you did what I want, nobody would ever know.
It wouldn't be right, Karen.
Nobody would ever know.
Hello? STG Investigations? Oh, Tonto, my old friend. How's things at New Scotland Yard? The lectures? No, well... No, it's not really me,
Excuse me, love.
Yes?
You ain't never hardly been open these last few days.
Well, we've been a bit busy. House calls.
Call yourself a clock hospital. Oh, I've got an alarm in my kitchen. Just stopped dead it did after 17 years.
Bring it round then. We'll take a look at it.
It's a bleeding disgrace. You should be open for emergencies.
Madam, this is not the National Health
Best
Service.
approach by adhering to certain elements. There are 3 elements in the detection process. 1, marshalling of all available facts. 2, deduction. And 3, identification. Now, identification may relate to a person, e.g. the criminal, or to an object. Now, let us take 1, the marshalling. What are you doing there?
Actually, I live here and work here. That is item 3.
Tea's made.
What?
It's hot.
Karen has found her hitman.
Yeah, Horse Cromwell.
George, I have slaved for that. Skulking around behind bushes.
Well, it stands to reason. Horses always fancied Harry Scroop's daughter. Oh, there's fresh milk in the fridge.
Now, we're going to need evidence.
The only evidence we're going to get is when Dennis Holmes steps in his motor one day, switches on his ignition, and boom! Or falls down a lift shaft.
Why are you being horrible?
I told you. It's not the sort of case we should have taken on.
Serious?
Serious.
But if we had a word with Horse, told him if anything happens to Holmes, he's number 1 in the frame.
He won't care. No one's going to prove anything. And Karen wants the world to know that she's avenged her fellow.
There must be something we can do.
Sure. Warn him. Maybe if Dennis can fix Horse up with a cock and hen, that might ease the situation a bit.
All right, point taken.
You ask me where E.T. Greenstein is. Go on.
Oh, you found him. Oh, you clever old gumshoe, you.
Not so much of the old, just found Dennis, will
Yeah, just hang on a minute. Dennis, for you, Snout's phone.
Bloody extradition papers. Kill that Bulman.
Yeah?
Mr. Holmes,
Yeah, who's this?
it's the bloke from the betting shop.
Ah, OK, shoot.
There's a meet arranged for 8:30. Warehouse at Buller's Wharf.
What sort of meat?
Blagging, it's a hat and garden job. Look, meet me by the old timekeeper's hut, OK? 8 o'clock. And bring some folding money.
All right, I'll be there. Thanks.
Good one?
Do you know Buller's Wharf?
Yeah.
Where's the timekeeper's hut?
Down the far end.
Right. Okay, thank you anyway. Bye-bye. Oh, my favourite.
Who's that?
Dennis Holmes has gone off in a meet.
Ah, too bad.
Snout's tip.
Yeah. It's all go. You coming to Scotland Yard tonight? Listen to my lecture?
No, thanks. I'm a bit worried about Dennis.
Yeah, well, no heroics, eh?
I don't even know where he is.
Why don't you have an early night tonight? I might stay on, have a quiet drink with the lads.
I know you and your quiet drinks.
You, sure you're all right?
On your bike, George.
I'll give you a brief introduction and then let it roll. We've got the slide projector and the blackboard set up. There's also the record player and the tapes. What's up?
It's my knee,
Rheumatism?
Yeah, something like that. Right, lead on. Oh.
You all right?
Here, take this. It's all in there. It's all written up. Anyone can read it out.
Stage fright.
No. Blinding flash of light, mate.
STG?
Did you say a snout's meat?
Yeah, he's off on a meet, won't be back.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That is what I have been trying to tell you.
Lucy, bell the Isle of Dogs Nick. Speak to D.S. Mackay, that's Dennis Holmes' partner. Get him to go to the Dauphin Sporting Club soonest.
Harry Scroop's place?
Correct.
Right, where's this meet?
I'll show you.
Who's involved?
Firm you've been after a long time, Mr. Holmes.
Who, Eddie?
It's worth a couple of C's, I swear.
Yeah? I'll tell you what. You can have 30 nicker on account.
Okay.
Why are you so nervous?
Don't like the dark.
Help you?
Yeah. Where's Horse?
You a friend of his?
Business acquaintance.
He's not here.
Is Harry in?
You mean Mr. Scroop?
Yeah, I'll just have a word with him. Sonny, you may be a good boy for your boss, but that wouldn't help you regain the use of your legs, now would it? So you be very wise, and I'll forget all about this, right?
If this is a dud, I want my money back.
Straight up, Mr. Holmes. I heard it. I did really. I've got ears like a bat.
Yeah, and a boat race to go with it.
That's nice, I must say.
If Horse does top a copper, your whole enterprise will be for the bulldozer. You know that, don't you?
It's all circumstantial.
Ah, fine, fine. You just sit there then and reckon up tonight's takings. If you truly believe that Karen has not persuaded Horse Cromwell to murder D.I. Dennis Holmes.
Where are they now?
That's what I'm going to find out. Get your motor, wait for me outside.
Bulman, you gotta swear. No law.
There'll be no law there. Not if I can avoid it.
It's 2:45. There's no one in this joint except you and me.
Where's Dennis Holmes?
Yeah, listen, I come down here with your bird because I'm worried about him. Now, I ask the questions, right? Get me Chief Inspector Johnson.
You make that phone call. You'll frighten off the best chance we ever seen your skipper alive.
Hello, sir. This is D.S. Mackay. This time, pal, you are nicked.
Unless you want a death on your hands, start behaving like a detective and not some noddy on point duty. I've got Harry Scroop in a car out there. He's just waiting for the word to interrupt the meet and stop one of his minders that's gone a bit naughty.
What time is the meet?
8:30.
Well, that doesn't give us much time.
Yeah, I realise that.
Well, at least that's something. Now, come on, where is he? I know Dennis. He'd leave some sort of hint.
It's the timekeeper's hut, the warehouse on Buller's Wharf.
Ace.
I'll have to follow it up, though. You know that.
Look, just let me get there first with Scroop. He doesn't want this business any more than we do.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Oh, and Mackay, no cavalry, right? I know this villain. Flashing blue lights make him very violent.
Well, you might bring a team down.
Nah. I just want to take a look at their faces tonight. Thanks, Eddie.
I'll push off then.
Fine.
Does Horse know this motor?
Of course.
Right then, just
Just drive round.
Drive around?
Well, that's all we can do, isn't it?
God.
I thought you were a gambling man. Come on.
Harry bloody Scroop.
Horse, clear off! The line's on its way!
Go on, horse. Buzz off.
Horse, now leave it out. We know you only meant to frighten him.
Well, forget about it. I understand. You're not in that deep yet.
Terrific! I am now.
We'll have to charge you, Harry. But the DPP will see it as reasonable force. I owe you.
You caused the death of an old and trusted friend. Now it's personal!
So very nearly an even result.
I don't know, George. The horse was committed. You'd have had to have had another go.
Yeah, suppose you're right.
Well, do you suppose that's it finished?
Nah. Young Karen's an evil little bitch. She'll find another mug.
How can you bear it?
Name of the game.
Well, at least we got ourselves a multi-million-dollar fraudster under our belts, eh?
I haven't told you, have I?
What?
That wasn't Greenstein. That was some little con artist he paid to keep the heat off. Had to let him go.
Bloody Greenstein!
Sorry, George.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah?
You haven't by any chance got a clock that needs mending, have you? Come on.
One of our pigeons is missing. Bulman decides to investigate next Tuesday afternoon, 1:30. Channel 4's film this afternoon, beginning in just a few minutes' time, is the espionage thriller starring Don Levy.
animal. There you are. There, look at that. Now then. Let's have a little look. Yeah, there's a good chap. Oh, nicer here than in Russia, eh?
Come on, you dozy buggers! Come and have a look! Come on! Get a move on! Come on! Look! Come on! See? Look! Come on, Tommy! Get a move on! Tommy! Come here, you dozy bugger! Come here! Don't just stand there. Give us a hand. Come. Father! Father! There's a dead body there in the water. Look! Look! Oh, Jesus Christ! There's a professor. Murder, eh? Oh,
Thanks, sir.
Well, a very sad end for the old professor.
Didn't know if you'd remember him.
Oh, yes. He was on the mess by the time I met him, but there was something about him. I liked him, yeah.
Coroner said it was murder.
Recorded delivery, it's the water race. I thought we'd paid this.
Yes, well, file it with the others, will you? Just... How did you find me?
Relapsed clerics have our ways.
You phoned the yard?
Spoke with Willis. He gave me the address.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What can I do?
Willis says you like a good case.
Did he? Did he say that?
Will you take the case?
I don't know.
For the mission. We can pay.
How much?
£100?
Well, I could only come down for a few days, but it'll all be good experience, eh?
Could you make it enough to pay these water rates?
How much are they?
They're 108.
Well, I suppose the mission could rustle up another £8.
No man's death should be ignored, eh? I'll give you a chance to run our ops room while I ferret round the scene of the crime.
That will make a nice change. You'll look completely out of place amongst the dossers.
Don't you believe it?
I've seen you around here before.
Meaning you haven't?
The quiet man we called you. I remember. A few years back. Liverpool.
Somebody else.
You was pally with the prof.
Who's that?
The professor. That's his doxy over there.
Don't remember you.
Green Hat, they call me.
The professor? Yes. Yes, I do remember him now. Tea bags.
One.
Kept it in a parking ticket.
Parking ticket holder.
Yeah. Where is he?
Dead.
Oh, dear. Poor old prof.
Murdered.
Who did it?
fire's dying down.
Hey, hey! Where's your green hat?
I lost it.
God damn it, bloody pigeons. Any sign? GCHQ has too much stuff on mermans. I'd really like to read what Panama's got on the subject.
Yeah. Oh, the Undersecretary telephoned. Wanted to know where we both were on Monday.
Well, what'd you tell him?
I told him we were both at an agent's funeral.
Oh!
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Dr. Strube is getting awfully wrapped up in these damn pigeons. Can't we send her off on a karate course or something?
You're joking.
Of course I'm joking. Poor old Anthony was a good man, you know. Do you know, I feel quite depressed. I mean, when you think of it, what a way to go. Throat slit from ear to ear.
Was it the opposition?
Most unpleasant. Ah, what's news?
There's a stranger in the Ophoma zone, a sort of tramp, but not known to our local man.
Was that all?
He was asking about Anthony's murder.
Was he now? Ask our people to try for a photograph. God knows they've got enough expensive damned equipment. Oh, my apologies to Northwest Surveyors. Good Gordon Highlanders.
I thought we knew the face.
Get a car from the pool, quick. And I'll need some sort of, pass me that.
What for?
He mends clocks.
It's not broken.
It is now.
Oh, George. Can I help you?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I've got this rather nice clock here.
Oh.
It's Georgian, I believe. But I'm afraid it's not working.
Well, if you like to leave it, we'll take a look at it for you.
Is George about? No.
No. How about next week?
I'm sorry?
How about next week to collect the...
Oh, right. Capital, yeah. Yes.
Name?
Dugdale
Initial?
W. Ah. George mentioned me, has he? Mentioned my name to you?
No.
Oh, old colleagues, way back.
You're not Job.
Job?
A policeman.
Oh, me a policeman? Oh, good God, no. Oh, a policeman, me? Oh, good grief. Well, I suppose in a way you could call me that. That sort of thing.
Whitehall.
In a nutshell.
Ah. And you have come all the way to Shanghai Road just to get your clock fixed.
George Bulman is an expert. None better. Tell me, Miss McGinty, where's George Bulman now?
I got a 10 in brown.
No.
Oh, I got... No. No, that's 8.5. Here. That's a 12.
Yeah, but it's just no good on its own, is it?
Oh, I got 2 firelighters.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, tough.
How'd you know I was partial to these?
The professor told me.
He got done in.
Yeah, I heard. Here. Who did it? You and he were mates, weren't you? Why would somebody want to kill him? I mean, where'd he been those last few days before the murder?
Edinburgh University, I hear.
No. St. Andrews.
Reading?
Medieval history.
Then you switched to law.
On the side.
And when you learned that George Bulman, Detective Chief Inspector George Bulman, quit the Met, you hot-footed it here to London, hmm?
Do you know, Mr. Dugdale, I feel as if I am on This Is Your Life.
I was most glad to learn that your partnership is acquiring something of a reputation.
We charge by the day, Mr. Dugdale, with expenses extra. STG Investigations does not do divorce or credit inquiries.
But, my dear child, I have the whole apparatus of the state at my fingertips, and I suspect a fraction of the cost.
And a fraction of the result.
Where is he?
I told you. He is out of town.
Miss McGinty, some of my colleagues use threats. It seems shabby to me. But a business such as yours surely needs a degree of laissez-faire on the part of the authorities.
He is living rough among the dossers, the tramps, what George calls the detritus of society. You know, flotsam and jetsam.
Doing what precisely?
A murder. Well, he's investigating one.
Which murder in particular?
One, it seemed, the authorities had no real interest in. An old tramp called the Professor.
Where?
In Dockland area, which is now derelict.
Manchester.
You knew?
Miss McGinty, now and again my information is accurate.
And what is your interest?
I presume we have a line of communication.
We keep in touch.
Well, please tell him to contact me soonest, night or day. Right?
Of course.
Seen you talking to Rosie.
What?
Seen you talking to Rosie.
Rosie? Oh, the Professor's doctor, yeah.
So, you ain't so quiet.
What's your name?
Jack Spratt.
Well, ain't no fact.
That's the one.
Did you see the Professor, Jack, that last day?
They say his throat was cut, ear to ear.
Earlier, before he got topped.
Questions? Torquemada, I think we'll call you.
That's a big word. For a dosser.
I got my eye on you.
Throat cut, was it?
Like a second mouth.
Now, update, please, on Operation Homer.
Well, Panama is now officially missing. Poor Anthony's death has been a bit of an inconvenience. We fielded young Fairbanks as a sort of long stop. What we really need is somebody to silly mid off.
Well, maybe we found him.
I hope you're not playing somebody outside my team, Bill.
Oh, dear me, no, Scobie. No. Let us say a spectator has run onto the pitch.
How close has he got to the wicket?
Oh, that remains to be seen, Dr. Scobie.
He's a hand quiet, man.
Got a bad back.
Say, bugger.
thought you were moving on.
Coppers was down. Asked me questions.
What did you say?
You got any more smoke, Quiet?
Hey, that fire needs stoking, you know.
Reckon I'll push on. To Lincoln.
Hey, shall we put a sleeper on there, eh? That'll burn, eh?
Law will get you.
Why Lincoln?
They don't like you making a mess. They asked if he had enemies.
What did you say?
I told them. Ain't nobody round here without him.
He who has 1,000 friends has not an enemy to spare.
You and Bernard would have got on a treat.
How long had the professor at Bernard been on the road like this?
He were a teacher once.
Yeah. Did he go down the steps very often? You know, them steps where he was found.
He had a friend with a boat.
Oh, hey. What sort of boat?
Sort of boat.
Shame about the old man. Don't suppose anyone could take his place.
Take his place? Doing what?
Whatever it was he was up to.
Rosie! Oi!
Anyone asks you, just tell them you met this bird.
Miss McGinty?
Yes?
I'm Peter Ripley. I worked for the gentleman who brought the clock in, Georgian clock in, a couple of days ago.
It isn't ready yet.
Mr. Dugdale has asked me to invite you round to his office.
No, thank you.
Well, it won't take long.
I'm off to lunch.
We'll have something sent up.
No, sorry.
It's important.
Has he a case for us?
It really is most terribly important.
Why?
We believe your partner could be in danger.
Who exactly is we?
Mr. Dugdale and I.
The funny people.
I'm the straight man.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. Now, tuck into the soup. And if you have any problems, everyday or spiritual, that's what I'm here for. To listen and advise. God bless you. It's not the devil, but the Protestants who have all the best tunes. Any luck?
There's something bloody odd going on. Begging your pardon, Phil.
Told you, George. Leave. Give us your favourite, Galway Bay. I've already told you, George. Long before they've already taken that away from me.
What was it? Latin Mass?
Oh, chastity, George.
Oh. That bloke, Jack Spratt.
An enigma.
How did he and the professor get on?
Same way as you and he get on, George. I've noticed.
He's getting cheery because I'm going around asking questions. 2 or 3 days isn't enough time to use much finesse.
He keeps pigeons.
Does he? You middle-aged flat?
Just what I told you. He is investigating a murder.
Well, had he phoned in?
If he had, I would have passed on your request.
Now, twice, Miss McGinty, I have asked you who had George Bulman, and twice you have sidestepped the issue.
Where exactly is this?
This is a government department, as you well know, and that makes 3.
I can't disclose the name of our client, Mr. Dugdale. You mean, at least George Bulman has not decided to right the world's wrongs at random.
If I let you into a secret, you will behave responsibly?
That's for you to decide.
Yes. Yes, indeed it is, Miss McGinty. Dr. Beasley, this is Lucy McGinty, an investigator in the private sector.
McGinty? We used to know a detective called McGinty. Hello.
Hello.
So here we are, next generation.
I'm here because Mr. Dugdale believes that my partner is in danger.
Did I say that?
Peter Ripley did.
Ripley?
Ripley.
The young man who brought me here.
Oh, Peter.
And your partner?
The spectator who ran onto the pitch.
Pitch?
Bulman.
Precisely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bill, how much can we tell you?
Well, you can speak with complete freedom of secrecy and limited after Operation Homer.
All right. Well, hold on a minute.
Don't tell me. This is one of your agents.
Yes, my dear, that's Panama. You'll meet him presently. He's 15 ounces of flesh, feather, and true grit.
Pigeon?
Oh, God damn it.
Panama is what might be called a double pigeon.
He flies here regularly from a submarine base in northwest Russia.
Murmansk?
Oh, isn't she bright?
Well, the KGB have an agent here in Manchester docks, an ex-safecracker who offered his services to the communists here.
A dreadful safecracker, my dear, but he does know his pigeons. So, by means that I
Can't reveal.
can't reveal, Jack Spratt worked out a method by which he could trick our pigeons into making a stopover en route from Murmansk to London.
For what purpose?
To remove the tube on its leg, so that the opposition could read the signal from our agent in Murmansk.
And then doctor it to mislead us.
So their pigeon method is insecure.
Precisely.
We get the real stuff from highly secret satellite communications. The joy of Panama is that we give the KGB the chance to let us read their signals as they would prefer us to have them.
So you can tell what's important to them and feed them stuff from our agent in Murmansk to let them think that you know less or more than you do.
It's an excellent game.
And the professor? Well, that's what brought you buzzing around our shop. Ah, do you know, I think somebody dropped your carriage clock.
Not my George III carriage clock.
Well, the professor was working with this department for some time, keeping an eye on Jack Spratt and his KGB contact, a chap with a photography business in Manchester.
And they found out and cut his throat.
We're not sure.
Actually, that is where George Bulman could be of some assistance.
It's also where he could be in very grave danger.
Rosie?
Hey, I'll just walk some of the way with you, huh? All right? Yeah. I thought that you was going to Lincoln, you see. So, what'll you do when you get there?
Where?
Lincoln.
I miss him, Quiet.
Yeah, I know you do.
Know what he said?
What was that, Rosie?
He said, if I went to Lincoln, he wouldn't come with me.
Wouldn't?
Couldn't.
Ah, well, now, there's a world of difference there, isn't there?
What do you mean?
Well, wouldn't means that he didn't want to, and couldn't means that there were reasons, there was something keeping him from going.
I thought he was fond of me.
Oh, he was. I mean, he used to talk to me a lot, you know, about you when I was down here last time. Rosie, you do remember me?
Of course I do.
He was a kind man.
Led me on, he did.
Did he?
Well, I thought...
Yeah, you thought he was going to Lincoln with you.
Rosie, what's so special about Lincoln?
It's tidy there.
Now, what we really need to know, Lucy, is whether the other side murdered poor Anthony, or the professor, or whether it was merely a byproduct of his life undercover.
How long had he been living like that?
4 years. Oh, he surfaced for baths, debriefing sessions, planning sessions. The problem with living a cover is that you get involved. All the peripheral stuff.
How long have you been with the
show?
Yes.
Since I was a child. My daddy was master of the Beaufort.
Oh.
Plus, I ran a resistance outfit in Yugoslavia in '43. I was 21 at the time.
Really?
Oh, yes, I was parachuted in. Oh. Sometimes it seems like another life. Another planet. Ah, here's Peter.
In a different car.
Fairly potent, but unobtrusive.
What did Anthony do during the war?
He was my wireless operator. Good luck.
Does Dugdale realise there'll be something to pay for this?
Dear girl, there's always something to pay.
What's your game? What is your game?
Game of life, Jack.
Or forfeits?
I don't like that one.
These questions you've been asking.
What questions are that?
Who killed the professor? That's what you're after. Right?
Well, it wasn't you.
How'd you know?
Be down there if it was.
You gave me that opportunity.
No. I'm not that cool. Just didn't hear you.
Who are you?
Bulman, George. Private investigator. Retained by the Hope Trust.
That's why you're so thick with O'Dowd.
Yeah, well, you reckon that the local law didn't have much interest?
Give him a chance. Bloke's hardly cold in his grave.
Yeah. Oh, don't happen to know where he's buried, do you? I've checked the paupers list, but I can't find him.
Fulmer Cemetery.
Fulmer Bucks?
That's the one.
That's a bit exclusive, isn't it? Fulmer Bucks for a dosser?
His family came from there.
Ah.
He had a flat in Fulham Drive Mansions.
Did he?
And you didn't know?
No, I didn't.
His name was Grenville. Anthony. John. He was a British agent.
Ah. And you?
See this red van?
SFV 860X.
Ex-copper.
Yep.
Driver's Martin Selwyn, camera shop manager. He's my controller.
MI5?
Komužek gosestarstv noe, Reisopasnosti.
And why are you telling me all this, Sport?
The old professor's death really shook me. We know who he was. And he knew who I was. 4 years. Seemed a good game. Nobody knew who was fooling who.
Pigeons?
I intercept them.
Impossible.
Not for me. The Brits got a run.
I don't want to know. So, you're ready to play for us now?
Tell you something.
Hmm?
The bloke who looks after your pigeons really knows his stuff.
Bonne chance, Santiago. Fly straight and true.
Mucky devil, my son, look at that crease. You'll have to...
I must say, you look very different from the smart young man who picked me up at the shop.
Is it fun?
What?
Being a private detective.
It's interesting.
What made you take it up?
What made you become a spook?
Dugdale came to dinner at my college.
Which college?
Pembroke.
Well, you mustn't tell George because he'll be jealous.
I've never met him. What's he like?
He's a little bit old-fashioned, but he's as tough as old boots. And deep down, he is...
Really gentle.
Ferocious.
How long do you reckon I'll get?
Oh, Section 1, Official Secrets Act, conspiring to obtain information, passing it to hostile power. Oh, I don't know, 15 years.
And if I cooperate?
Well, if you stay alive, carry on like before. Or maybe they will let you play for us, you know, our team.
I've had enough.
So you prefer the jug? What's the KGB bloke in the red van gonna say?
Yeah, ex-copper like you. You got any contacts in the right places?
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't give much, pal.
Wasn't my bleeding idea, mate.
Look, George, there's a bird due in today. He'll leave a message in a dead drop down by the drums and be back in the morning to pick up the original signal from London. You have a word with intelligence, they could catch him red-handed.
And you?
Nice, warm, clean cell in Pentonville beats dossing around here.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, I still have a murder to investigate. So...
Hello? No, I'm afraid he's out for the day. Can I take a message? Mr. Bulman? Yes?
Bulman?
Yes.
Give it. Hello, George. How's life in the underworld?
Why is it that I am not stunned to learn that you know where I am and, presumably, what I'm doing?
Well, for the same reason I experienced a sensation of deja vu when I spotted a surveillance photograph of you dressed somewhat smarter than is your wont.
Right, then. To cut corners, has your office got any interest in our feathered friends?
Affirmative.
And the bloke called J.S.?
Other team.
Yeah, well, I was down here on a case for a client when this caper that you're involved in sort of merged in with mine.
Yes, George, not on the phone.
Right, you better send somebody down to meet me then. There's been an interesting new development on the plus side.
Someone is on the way.
Right. Ah, Pat. God bless you.
Checking in with Lucy, were you?
No. Yes, just routine.
Any closer?
I don't know, Desmond.
Well, George, at least you paid the water rates.
Hmm?
My fee.
Oh, yeah, look. It could be any one of them, right?
Including me, George.
I'm getting there. No need for you to cancel your milk and papers yet, I shouldn't think.
Bulman's over there.
How do we get across?
There's a boat. How are your sea legs?
Admirable.
Seen Rosie?
She's packing up. Off to Lincoln.
Where is she?
I'm afraid you'll find it a bit grim.
Grim.
All this. It really is the end of the line.
I reckon Doncaster. They say it's nice there.
What happened to Lincoln, eh?
Why are you giving me a sausage, Quiet?
Because I likes you.
Me?
Yeah. Go on. Careful now, it's hot.
Thanks, Quiet. You're a toff.
You remember now, don't you?
Yeah.
What was it? A tiff?
He wouldn't come to Lincoln with me. Said I'd never leave this place anyway.
That was unkind.
He said Doncaster, Lincoln. I'd never have the bottle to leave this tip. Then he said my collection was rubbish.
Collection?
My shoes.
So you killed him?
That's what I'd done time for before. Murder.
Yeah.
Will they lock me away?
They'll take care of you, Rosa. I hope they'll take care of you kindly.
Sorry I done it.
What did you use? Knife? Bit of tin?
What for?
You know, to cut his throat.
No. I nutted him. He fell in the harbour. Current got him. Washed up next day. Over there by the steps.
But you didn't cut his throat. Who's he?
Doug Dale's office.
Blimey, that was quick.
Have you, found what you were looking for?
I thought I had.
Will I have to go to prison?
You didn't kill him, Rosie. You could have, but you didn't. What?
I just could not believe it. The one that flies down from Murmansk is called Panama, and the one that they send from London to Murmansk is called Santiago. Bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit.
What will happen to him?
Well, it depends whether Dugdale's crowd want to use him or not. He could end up in Parkhurst or... Oh, thanks. Or maybe take over pigeon training for MI thingamajig.
I don't think Scobie Beasley would stand for that.
Right, the Manchester KGB chap is coming to service in LLB.
I've letterboxed.
At 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, my office is going to mount a quiet surveillance operation. Record the chap on videotape, now that poor Anthony is no longer with us, and tail him back to his camera shop, which SB in the meantime will have raided.
Why wrap up something you've known about for so long?
All good things must come to an end. Jack over there doesn't want to play anymore. The professor's dead. We may as well charge the local KGB chap and kick the whole thing into touch.
And what will happen to Jack?
Oh, prison.
And the local spy?
Will he be tried? No doubt get exchanged for some poor tourist on a 3-day trip to Leningrad.
In other words, from 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we all just forget about who murdered the professor.
Good.
Manchester unit's in the shop now.
Fine. Where's George?
Still working on the murder?
Thanks. Right, all set.
Get out of here.
What the hell's he playing?
I'm looking for something.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here!
What the hell's he playing at?
I think he's just made a citizen's arrest.
What in God's name for?
It's a guess, because he's found the man who murdered the professor.
Well, thanks for the old bill, Desmond. Looks as though I've just about paid for the water race now, eh? Yeah? Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Good. So it was Selwyn.
Yes, and Jack Spratt would have been next. Seems like the Russians must have decided they were being conned.
I'll tell you something.
What?
Funny people. They are less than thrilled with you.
So, what's new?
I know what George Bulman looks like. For goodness sake. George! So I hear you've got your man.
Yes, hope it hasn't spoiled your game.
Oh, on the contrary, murder is murder. By the way, Scobie here is a little bit worried about Santiago. Don't happen to see a pigeon.
Pigeon?
One of our pigeons is missing.
Oh, dear.
What's the joke?
You want a wing, quiet man?
Well, Bulman needs a break from crime, but his short time away turns into a hunt for a killer next Tuesday at 1:30.